it to day 14 of the 28-day challenge. Congratulations. After today, tomorrow we're going to start doing tons of exercises, so make sure you stay with it and you will totally see a change in your voice, I promise. Okay, today we're talking about transitions. Are you ready? This is the hard part. I know everybody knows this. You start singing light and sweet and everything's fine. You start singing heavy, we talked about that, and everything's fine. Or you sing in head voice, everything's fine. You sing in chest voice, everything's fine. And then you start changing how high the pitch is, and then you're like, oh my goodness, now there's a break, which is totally natural. And by the way, the break is never going to be gone. This is just something that's always there in your voice. It's just how you deal with it and how you in a very smart way, kind of deal with it and sing around it or sing through it. So let's talk about if you sing full and heavy, and we've talked about this. If you sing full and heavy and you want to go from chest to head voice, you want to keep the sound. You want to la 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 la. So what I did, basically, I decided, and we've talked about this before, I decided exactly, okay, I know where my break is. I know how I can go in my chest voice. And then on the way up, since I know I'm going to go up further, I just have the point. Yeah. Actually, I did it too soon. Yeah. It was a little rougher than the first time, but it's like head voice, now I'm singing chest voice. I'm very consciously deciding head voice, chest voice, head voice, chest voice, head voice, chest voice. I'm consciously deciding now I'm in head voice, now I'm in chest voice. And then there's no flip because you are starting on the next pitch, and that usually means there's not a harsh flip. If you still have a flip, you want to really practice going back and forth, like yeah, 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 yeah. So the top one was in head voice and the bottom one was in chest voice. You can practice that wherever that happens in your voice. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's kind of too low for me because I wouldn't change there probably. Also depending on where you're coming from and where you're going. So sometimes there's just this one pitch that you need to sing in head voice because maybe you can't totally make it, but you need that really strong tone, and it's kind of dangerous to sing it still in chest voice because you can't quite swing it yet. You're not trained well enough in your chest voice, and so I do that sometimes when I have been singing for hours and hours. On the end of one moment in time, I will be free. Instead of killing myself, I will be free, which is okay. In reality, it's higher. I will be free. Okay, I can do it, but if I don't want to kill myself, I'm just kind of, I will be free. Oh, so much easier in head voice. And so transitioning very consciously without having a flip or a break in the voice will make my life very much easier as a singer if I just occasionally break into head voice, which is cool and fine as long as you have a consistency in sound. So did you notice I sang heavy in my chest register, and I made the head voice kind of the color to where it goes with the rest. I don't go, I will be free. So I didn't all of a sudden get darker in my head voice and make it very operatic. I kind of stayed in that same place, and I'm getting a little brighter. I'm like, I will be free. And then it really goes together. You don't want to have a completely different voice color. You don't want to, I will be free. It doesn't fit together. You also don't want to go, I will be free. You want to have consistency in sound. So let's talk about another one. Let's talk about if you are singing light and sweet. It's like, I am singing basically in chest voice. Now I'm singing in falsetto on the top. See how I just, but I'm still making sure that I have consistency in sound. If I'm singing something maybe jazzy or swing, I don't want to be the same as in a pop ballad. Okay, it's a different color. It's a little bit more relaxed. I don't want sweat, da 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 da, yeah, da da da. I'm never satisfied. I went a little in falsetto, went a little in falsetto. Not all the way breathy, but it was consistent. And then from there, I could always go higher into head voice. Ba 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 da 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 da, yeah, yeah, yeah. See how I'm making it very consistent? It's so important to make the transitions to where the sound stays consistent. You don't want to go and be completely in a different style suddenly. Every style has its own kind of set of rules, like soul, pop, rock, metal, folk, musical theater, classical. It's all sung just a little differently. Jazz. There's all these elements that are very characteristic for each genre, and you want to stay true to the genre by making the transitions between the registers, because yes, you still need both of your registers. You want to make the sound consistent and not sound like a totally different singer all of a sudden. All right, now we made it through the theoretical part. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to give you tons of exercises. I'll be at my piano and I will go through a lot of exercises to really practice, because repetition is the mother of skill. Anyone who's good at anything has had a lot of repetition in the thing they do. See you tomorrow. And if you have not downloaded your 5-minute free warm-up, you must do it before tomorrow. You can download it. The link is below, because you must be warmed up before you do any of those exercises that I will be giving you. Okay, see you tomorrow. And until then, always sing.